Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another session of Easy Agent Pro Lead Sites Live. My name is Chris. I'm joined by, of course, Chris McHale this week, as well as John Stroud. John is coming to us. He's an agent. He's also involved with a really, really fantastic company called VETAS that provides really fabulous tools in order to incorporate video blogging, that kind of thing, into your marketing platform. So we're going to be talking a little bit about video blogging, well, why you should do it, how you can do it, how you can kind of dive into it right away, and also, some tools that, VETAS can definitely help provide in order to, make those things a little bit easier. So, John, why don't you go ahead and say hello, introduce yourself.
Hey, good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are. I'm John Stroud. I'm actually in the Charleston, South Carolina market. And I've been a realtor for 15 years as of July. And so I found video about 2 years ago. I've been using it to do business development, lead follow-up, some lead generation, and look forward to sharing.
Fabulous. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, so we'll just start. As always, you guys can just go ahead and type questions into the chat right there as we go along. Chris will definitely try to get those answered via chat. And if we have any good ones, we'll just kind of do, like a live screen demonstration of, maybe what the answer is or what they involve. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn my screen share on. And just give me a moment while I do that. So the first thing I want to show you guys, I know that we've been getting a lot of folks coming into EasyAgentPro recently that have been asking, hey, I've seen folks that are doing video blogging, that's something that I want to explore too. We have a kind of a rock star celebrity real estate agent. Her name is Karen Carr, and she's been a user of EasyAgentPro for a long time, and she does a ton of video content. So we're getting a lot of folks that are discovering us via her, and are kind of coming to us and asking, how can we incorporate video with the site? We don't have an app for it right now, but there is a very, very easy way that you can start just adding videos to blog posts, to pages, to Instafarm pages, how to incorporate it onto the site as a whole. And it's pretty easy to do right off the bat. So if you guys are just starting with the idea of video content and blogging for the first time, there's no easier way to do it than to just really dive right into it. You definitely will see folks out there with really flashy videos that have, fabulous editing on them, overlays, graphics, that kind of thing. But if you want to start creating video content and having it on your site, I would honestly recommend just grabbing your iPhone or your smartphone, getting one of your kids to help film, maybe if possible, and just kind of recording a short intro video. Maybe you have a topic that you can kind of chat about initially, at least. Maybe there's like a community event coming up, something along those lines. But just take a video, make sure you got some good lighting. Don't do it in your car. That would be my first recommendation. We get a lot of folks that are real estate agents in their car doing it, but just kind of sit out back, talk a little bit, keep it short, and just kind of do your first video. Good examples of topics that you can talk about. It could really just be a quick intro one. We definitely have a lot of folks. Actually, let me go ahead and just bring up Karen Carr's site. So there are EasyAgentPro templates that incorporate video right on the homepage. So you can definitely just pop it in. So for example, this is a template. This is Karen's, website right here. So as you can see, if you did want to do like a quick intro video, there are templates that incorporate video right up top, so that you could say, kind of introduce yourself, say, hey, this is what we got going on. This is my name, et cetera, et cetera. And then it's very easy to incorporate it as long as you upload it to YouTube. So first thing that you're going to want to be doing anytime that you have video content that you want to add to the website, you're going to want to upload it to YouTube. It also works with Vimeo as well. YouTube is super easy. You can usually generally just do it straight from your phone, just to a YouTube channel. So this is definitely something that we can provide some more resources on. If you guys don't know how to upload a video to YouTube, just drop a note in the chat right there, and we'll shoot you a link with a blog post that we have on how to get that done. So, but basically, I just want to kind of show you how you can really just sort of dive into it. So, and the easiest way is going to be via the EasyAgentPro blog. Having video content on your site is just a great idea all around. It's more engaging than just typical writing. It's always good from an SEO standpoint in order to kind of drum up organic traffic. If you're doing a lot of video blogging and you're sharing those videos out a lot, it's going to be great for your SEO over time. So to add a video to a blog post, it's really easy. We just have some super basic tools with EasyAgentPro. I'm going to go ahead here into the blog section. And as you can see, we can just create a new post really quick. And I'm just going to go ahead and take a random video from our YouTube channel. So, how to become a marketing storyteller here. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and pause that quick. So so we just have just our video loaded up on this tab. I'm just going to give this a quick title: How to Become Marketing Storyteller. And we're going to see how easy it is to integrate YouTube videos into a blog post or page. So all you're going to do is click this little plus sign. And then if you start searching for YouTube, you're going to see that an embed widget comes up. And literally all you have to do is take this URL, we're going to copy it, we're going to paste it into here, and we're going to click embed. So now we've embedded our YouTube video straight into the page. It's going to appear live on the page. You can add a caption. As you can see below, you can add more text. So, with some folks, you might have some accompanying description or something that you want to chat a little bit about. Below that, you can add a contact form. You can add an IDX search thing, anything you really might want to do. And this doesn't have to just be, videos that you do yourself. If you have some really cool drone footage of a local area, or maybe the news did a recap on a community event that comes up every year, no reason not to just go ahead and add that to a blog post, embed it in the page, and then just have it as fresh content on the site. So just going to see how easy this is. I just go ahead and I click publish, and then I click view post. And we are just going to be able to see this live on your site. So as you can see, we've just got our YouTube video right below here. If I click play, oops. There we go. Sorry, my connection is a little bit slow doing the screen share. But yeah, basically, if we just go ahead and click play here, as you can see, the video has been embedded on the page. And, that's as easy as it is. So basically, if you were starting out with video blogging for the first time and you wanted to, kind of get content up on the site as soon as possible, just as easy as just creating a short YouTube video, recording it on your phone, uploading it, and then linking it to the page like this. So very, very easy to create blog posts in that way that incorporate YouTube video or something else that would be similar to that. Now, again, as we saw on Karen's site, she's got a lot of great videos that have these really great splash pages, really fabulous, slick editing. That's something that you can definitely build up to over time. I would say the best time to start video blogging is going to be right away. So as long as you can kind of make short, succinct videos that are about something, you could even just describe what a blog post that you might have wrote has been about, and then just have it be a quick 45-second, minute-long video. As long as that content is on the site, you're going to see those SEO benefits over time. So so very, very easy to kind of get those things uploaded to the blog in specific. You can also do it with the pages section as well. Anywhere on your EasyAgentPro site where you can add content, you can add that video content. So let's go ahead and see if we got any questions yet. No questions quite yet. Yeah, so I wanted to just demonstrate, how easy it was to add video to a page. But you guys might be asking yourself, like, why should we be doing this? Kind of like, what's the overarching strategy here? So that's why we kind of asked John to come in a little bit. It's very easy to, kind of upload videos to the site that are simple, but there is a ton of ways that you can incorporate them in your marketing strategy and lead follow-up, lead capture, all that good stuff, all in your email campaigns. So I wanted John to demonstrate a little bit about what his company can do with that, and how it would be beneficial for your EasyAgentPro site. So John, why don't we start with that really great infographic that you...
Hey, before you actually do that, it looks like Daniel had a
sure.
question there.
Oh, yeah.
Did you want to answer Daniel's question there?
Yeah, sure. So Daniel asked, could you show how to add SEO description and all that to post? I'm not sure what I should put in the fields. Yeah, Daniel, that's a really great question. So if we go back to the post editor here, go here and edit this bad boy. And it's just loading here. So this is just, how to become a marketing storyteller. So where Daniel is referencing in particular is this section here. So we got what we call the EAP SEO tool. So this is going to be basically where you kind of flesh out what the page looks like to somebody that might be searching for it on Google, and also to Google itself. So so say for example we were doing some blogging for EasyAgentPro, how to become a marketing storyteller. Basically, you're just offering marketing advice here. So, we might make our keyword marketing advice for real estate agents, like that kind of thing, like that. Basically, what you're trying to do is you're preempting what might somebody search for if they were looking for this content. So if I was looking how to become a marketing person online, might be searching a term like that. So the SEO title can just be how to become a marketing storyteller. Oops, I'm going to spell it right though. And for the SEO meta description, you just want to have 2-3 sentences that are a very quick, succinct, little, kind of description of what the video is about. So, looking to expand your real estate business online. We have all the tips for marketing strategy, video content, and more. Something along those lines. Just so that you're using the words real estate, you're using marketing strategy, the word video content, video. You're just including things that are going to be relevant to the person that's kind of looking for this. Social share image is always good to include as well. So what I'm actually going to do is just going to take a screenshot of the actual YouTube thumbnail itself, and then I'm going to go ahead and upload that really quick. Files from my desktop. Upload my screenshot here. In just a moment while it does. And then below that, what we're going to see is just some information about what we've actually added to it. So for your SEO stat, your keyword was used 0 times. You're definitely going to want to include a little description below this video where you maybe make use of your keyword and kind of make use of some of the information that we have there. You can include some links out. You can include some images as well. But if we're talking about creating a video blog post, it's not so important that you are doing a ton of writing in addition to it. You can definitely just kind of craft the SEO profile for the page itself, and then from there, go ahead and publish it. These are definitely tools that are very handy for, kind of intuiting, for blog posts and writing and that kind of thing. So definitely, adding links is always a good idea. Adding images is a good idea too. You could definitely pop some of that content on here. But I would say if you're doing a blog post or a blog video of this style, write up a short paragraph description, fill in these tools, include an image, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, Daniel just said, and I'm seeing the same thing. It looks like we're still seeing just the choose image screen.
Oh, great. Did it, did it refresh at all? Okay, let me just go ahead and stop sharing, and then I will reshare my screen there. Well, you guys didn't miss much. All I was doing was kind of hovering my mouse over that same section again. So I had uploaded this image. You guys should be able to see it now. I had uploaded this image here, and then was talking on the content that's specifically here for the SEO stats. So so since we're talking about video blogging, SEO is definitely a component of that. the main thrust of video blogging in terms of how it can impact your site's SEO score is just the fact that you have it on there. So it's like you want to have the video content on the page, so that's definitely a step in the right direction for sure.
Chris, does the YouTube, the fact that you've put a description and those kind of SEO tags, when you describe the video, will that also be part of that algorithm, the SEO?
Absolutely, 100%. So I don't know if I can link out to it really easily from here at least, but if you were going to open up, oh yeah, it should open that in a new tab. So basically, when you upload the video to YouTube, let's see if I can pull up that. Here we go. So on YouTube, you're able to add a title. You are able to add a description. You can have links below it, all that good stuff. So you're definitely going to want to do that as well. So if you were, making a short video about an upcoming event, got the rodeo coming through or something like along those lines, you're going to want to include a title. You're going to want to, so as you can see, we always include, links out to our social media, to our, our main YouTube channel, all that good stuff. You can kind of have a uniform thing that you put in all of the YouTube descriptions that include some links and that include, a great deal of information about, exactly what you're using out there. So you can also set categories, and then you're also going to see that, you can interact with folks in the comments here as well. So yeah, it's definitely very important and a really good point, John, to also, when you're uploading the video to YouTube that you've created, just include some of that information as well.
Cool.
Awesome. Daniel, really great question. Thank you so much for that. SEO is definitely a huge factor when you're talking about video content, on not only your EasyAgentPro site, but also, any service you might be using. So, yeah, so John, how about we dive into a little bit about, what VETAS is exactly and, how that can help folks, when they first start video blogging or want to start video blogging.
Absolutely. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you, perfect. I'm going to scroll over to this. Can you guys see, you all see 7 tips? So to start with real quick, I'll run through this because this is VETAS is more of a business development tool, and it has a blogging capability, which I'll show you really quickly when we go through the backside of it. But I wanted to share this with everybody. And by the way, Chris, I'm more than happy to share this with you. You can share this with anybody who was on the call.
Sure, yes, we'll send that out.
But these are the 7 tips. When we teach classes here locally to realtors and other people who are in business development, we share, here are the ways we use video. So the first one being gratitude. This is always my personal favorite. I do a lot of videos just to send out to people to say, hey, thank you for what you've done, or I love being in business with you. When you express gratitude to people, it is transformational. So that's really huge. I use a lot of those videos.
So you actually just record a little thank you video and you send it to folks?
Yes, very simple.
Great
and,
idea.
and as I talk about later, as we know in the real estate business and lead generation, part of it is to have as many touches with the people that know you, like you, and trust you. And when you send somebody a video that just says, hey, thank you for that thing you did, or just thank you for being who you are, or whatever that is, it goes a long, long way. At the same time, I haven't had to have a really long conversation with them because I've just sent them a video and they've opened it up. So
I love it. That's great.
Yep. An introduction video when it's personalized. So as we all know as well in real estate, that time counts. When you have seconds to, somebody has sent you a lead, or they pop up on realtor.com, or in our EasyAgentPro site, somebody pops up as a lead. I will then do a quick video. It's a web-based program, but it also has an app that is associated with it. And it's so easy to do a quick video, say, oh, thank you for calling about 123 Main Street. You're absolutely right. That is a phenomenal house. Getting a lot of calls on it, blah, 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 right? And so it's a great way to introduce. I get almost 100% back where people say, wow, dude, that was incredible. Where did you get that? The next one is, I talked about touches and follow up. This is a great tool to do those kind of touches when I'm going through and I want to talk to 30 people, but I just don't have time. If I do 30 videos, it's incredible how much of a touch that really is, especially when they're personal to the person you're sending it to. So that's been really, really powerful as well. And then follow-up videos when somebody says, something and you send a follow-up and say, hey, remember that website we were talking about or that thing we were discussing? At the end of this video, it's going to take you there. And I'll show you how Vedas has that call to action piece at the end. Next step or instructional videos. You get something under contract is a good example, and you're talking to your seller and you say, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, we now have your home under contract. Here's what's going to happen next. They're going to start doing inspections. You need to start packing, blah, 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 right? So it's a great next step tool as well, or instructional videos. If you wanted to show somebody how to use your app or use your website to search, this tool has a record screen part of it as well. Call to action campaigns to do, I know a lot of realtors like to do for sale by owner campaigns. And we all know that the average realtor only calls for sale by owners about 3 to 4, maybe 5 weeks. Most FSBOs don't list until the 6th or 8th week of having it out there. And so if you had a campaign and everything that you had a call to action that had something of value to it. So let's say the first video was, hey, I'm not trying to list your house, but I noticed I'd like to come over and see it because I'm an expert in your neighborhood. And at the end of this video, it's going to send you a seller's disclosure because everyone needs one just in case you didn't have one. Boom, you fire off the video. The next week, you have another video with a call to action that has something of value, and you keep doing that. If you set all those up and all you had to do was hand it over to your assistant and say, here's a new FSBO, send this video now and send this one next week, it'd be an incredible system. So those are the kind of things we do. Very cool. We have, Vedas has a way of being able to put your web videos into blogs or into websites. Because I'm fairly new to EasyAgentPro, that's something that Chris and I have to chat about because I want to make sure I put the right URL so that my videos, when they click on them, it has a call to action at the end of it. And I'll show you how that works in a second. And then testimonials. I do testimonials for a lot of the people that I do business with. For instance, maybe my plumber or my inspector. And I can stand there and say, hey, this is Joe Smith. He's an incredible plumber. If you ever need plumbing work, definitely call him. At the end of this video, it's going to take you to his website so that you can book an appointment with him or whatever. Then that's a URL you can give to Joe Smith, the plumber, and he can then put it on his website and send it out to all his people and say, look what this guy said about me. And I also tell agents, it's also a great way for if somebody says, hey, I want to give you a testimonial, say, hey, will you do it in a video for me? You can upload that into Vedas and then use that to send out as let's say a URL you want to send out to your all the people you're trying to do business with. So again, I will send this to you, Chris, to show you that you can share with all these guys. It's totally on me. So
yeah, we'll send that link along to you guys. But yeah, I mean, I love hearing all those tips. It really just kind of seems like, one of the keys to, kind of really incorporating video into your business is just to kind of, all those things that you might do via just like a very formal email or a couple of text messages, you can really just kind of whip out with a video, and it's a lot more personalized that way.
It's very quick, it's very personal, and it has that call to action. So there's a lot of video tools out there. So let me just tell your audience really quickly the 3 main differences. One, Vedas is very inexpensive, and we've even talked about potentially incorporating it into EasyAgentPro as part of that. We don't know yet. We're working on that, but it's only $25 a month if you used it outside of anything, which is incredible, and it's unlimited. It has a call to action. It's a patented process where at the end of the video, I can automatically take. As a matter of fact, can you see my screen here?
Yeah. Yep. We're still seeing the preview document. So you've got your.
Is this thing not working again? Let me.
Try turning it off and back on again. Yeah.
Turn it back on. Sorry about that, everybody.
It's okay. It's the webinar platform.
Yeah, exactly. So let me click back on Vedas. So are you seeing where it says add a new CTA?
Yes, we are. Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. So CTA stands for call to action. These are the main ones that we use, and people can design their own. If you're, see down here, custom HTML, you can actually create your own if you want. But most people use these. Auto forwarding to a web page. So you just click it, you put a URL in there, and at the end of your video, it automatically takes somebody somewhere. So that could be a DocuSign, it could be a website you want to send them to. You have a place where somebody can email you. So at the end of a video, it pops up this screen that shows you a place to put an email in, and then that would automatically email back to me.
Mm-hmm.
I can put a button to call me. So if you know it's going to their phone, they can click the button and it automatically dials me. I can send them files, any type of files, PDFs, JPEGs, whatever, any type of file that you want to send. You put it into your call to action. At the end, it pops up and says, click here to download this file. And so they can download that file to their desktop. You can create custom forms where, you can, let's say I wanted to find out if who wanted chicken and who wanted steak for the meeting we're having this weekend. You could create a form if you want, and it would gather all the information that you put out there. I talked about the custom HTML. I don't normally get into that because if you're a coder, you'll get that. I'm not a coder. I'd rather just use the ones that are easy to use.
Sure, yeah.
Email collector, this would be if I want to send a video, if I want to put a video out on my blog or my website, and at the end, it comes out and says, if you're interested in more information on this, send me your email, and it would collect their email and send it to you. Or you could do the book appointment call to action, which is where basically I can say, hey, Chris, I'm showing you my calendar. Pick one of these times. And as soon as you pick that time, it blocks it on my calendar as well.
Yeah. So just to interrupt really quick, I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. So what John is showing us right now is how Vedas can work. So basically all those 7 tips that he ran through about how you can incorporate video into your business, you can record those videos on Vetus using their tool, and then you can add any of those functions to the end. So, you can say at the end of a video, hey, like these are going to be our next steps, going to do this, and then you can include a link to, some relevant information there. So it's a very, very useful tool for interacting with your clientele. So these are all things that you can have the video do automatically at the end. It's a lot more interactive than just a simple YouTube video in that regard.
And to get back to the third issue, the third thing that really sets it apart is that you can not only send this, you can, of course, integrate it into a web or a blog, right? But you can also send it via social media, very simply. You can also send it via text. So if I want to text people videos with a call to action at the end, you can do that very simply, either from your computer or from your phone. Let me show you really quickly how you add a video. Are you seeing me now on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I can record from my webcam. I can also click on the record screen. What this allows me to do is this is where I could record my actual screen on my computer. I can choose where I would be in the top right, bottom left, and all that kind of stuff. I can also upload an existing video that's on my computer. Let's say I've got an MP4 somewhere on my computer. I can upload that. Or I can paste a YouTube link. So let's say I've created a video and it's on YouTube, and I want to add a call to action to that and send it to somebody. I can also go get an existing YouTube video. Let me show you really quickly. I'm gonna do a quick recording.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna do a quick video so you guys can see how this works. And the call to action is going to be my email. So I click this. I can download it to my computer. I can upload it to YouTube or upload it to Vedas. Vedas servers, you can only look at it maybe 20 times. I would rather you all upload it to YouTube. So let's do that. Sample for Chris. I'm going to keep it private because I only want the user that's getting to see it or anybody they forward it to, but I can also make it public if I want to. I'm going to upload that really quickly. And boom, so now that video, there it is. This video now is being uploaded into YouTube. Won't take very long. Let's go. I'm just going to take another one. This was another video I did yesterday. I'm going to share it. It automatically goes to the CTA page, the call to action. I click that. I'm going to make it email. Now I can share it any of these social medias, really quick social medias, any social media platform very quickly and easily. If I clicked on LinkedIn, I could either post it to my news feed, or I could post it to a private message to you. Matter of fact, I use a lot of these to, if I'm trying to connect with somebody on LinkedIn, I go create a video and I say, hey, Chris, I'd like to connect with you on LinkedIn. I think we share a lot of common interests, and I think we'd be a great referral source. It is so powerful when you add that little note because it comes up as the video. Yeah. When they watch that video, if you notice up here, it says notifications. I can actually see when they've looked at that video. So I can also share it. The public URL is typically what you would do if you were going to share it as a text message, or a Facebook link if you wanted to do that. I'm going to share it really quickly via email so you can just see how quickly this is. I've copied the rich text. I'm going to scroll over to email. I'm going to open up a message to Chris. Oops. And I paste. This is how easy this is. And when I send that to Chris, he basically gets that GIF file that you just saw. If you look down here, here is the video embed code for that video that you saw.
And I just got it.
Yep. And when you get it and you open it up and actually watch it, up here, you'll notice, well, right now I'm going to go ahead and click on this so you can see it. I sent a video here to a guy named Fayez. It was actually a testimonial for Fayez Desaji, who's out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And I sent it, somebody in West Virginia saw it. And if you notice, they viewed it 100%. And they also did the call to action, which is to go to his website, because it's a link to his website. And they did perform that. So that's really cool. So anytime you, matter of fact, Greg sign up, I sent this video to him several weeks ago. And today, in just about half an hour away from me in Somerville, he clicked on the thing, watched about 75% of the video, but I know he signed up for Vedas because I know he clicked on the link. I got an email that says he signed up for Vedas. So
beautiful.
Yep. And then real quick, I just want to show you also we have templates. So if you wanted to set up a template, let's say for say happy birthday, I could actually create this, which I did. There's my our company logo, the Boulevard, happy joyous birthday. The video would go into here, and then you could have something down here, and I could then post that, and I'll show you how that works. It's very simple. It's a few more steps. But let's say I click on the email button here instead, and then I choose the call to action, which is I like the email one. I choose this. Now, if you'll notice, you see the video is in there, right? So yep. once I save this sample, gosh, I cannot spell when I'm trying to type fast. Save that. It asked me to pick an account. I'm just going to copy the rich text because I want to show you how easy it is, again, to drop this into an email because I've copied the rich text. So I send Chris another video 2, and I paste it. Boom. There. Now you can see that video is in this email. And it's gone.
That's right.
Yep. So also real quick, and then we're done. If I want to send something via, so one of the differences in Vedas versus BombBomb is its own constant contact, if you would. You have to upload your data into constant contact as well, typically, but into BombBomb in order to use it. The way Vedas does that is you actually add the account to, so if you have a constant contact account, you then can create your newsletters and your pretty stuff that you want to send out to all your people. And when you get to this part of the page, all you do is just click on constant contact. You open it up and you put your video in your newsletter and you send it out through constant contact. We are soon, there's going to be a button right here on this page that's going to be Cazador Media. We're working on that. So people can also use this to send it out via mass texting, which is what Cazador, as you know, Veronica does. So
yes, of course.
Yep. So, but that is Vedas in a nutshell. It is. Oh, and one other thing, if you look right here, it says multi-video share. Let's say I had a corporate video that I wanted to send out, but I wanted to say something personal prior to sending that out. I could do a personal video saying, hey, Chris, the video that's going to play next is our corporate video. I wanted to send that to you. Then the automatically goes to the next video, which would be that video that you've uploaded into Vedas. And then you can have a call to action at the end of that. You can literally do 5 videos in a row. I would not recommend it, however, because nobody has that attention span. But I just wanted you to know that that is possible to do as well through multi-video share. And just to show you that you can upload a video from YouTube, you see my cat in a shark costume. I did that for a sample one time to show people how easy it was to pick a video off of YouTube and upload it into YouTube. Into Vedas.
Into Vedas.
Yeah. Yep. So, but guys, that's it as far as Vedas and how easy it is to use. I will tell you real quick, over the last 8 months, I have inked $1.33 million in real estate as a direct result of Vedas. As a matter of fact, $1 million of that was a sell and a purchase. That was $1 million total. They moved up in home. And I never met the husband until the first closing, because I sent,
Wow.
they were interviewing realtors that day. I couldn't make it because I had appointments until 8 o'clock that night. And they said, well, we're going to choose today. And I said, great, I'm going to send you a video with all of my documents, my marketing plan. And that's my call to action. I said, just watch the video, check out my documents. They called me an hour later and said, totally impressed. First of all, that you had that kind of technology, but two, that, you know, your stuff was very impressive. We choose you. And the first time I actually met the husband, I met the wife, of course, when we went and took photos of their listing, but the husband was at work, met him at the closing. So what a riot it was.
That's really great. And that's just a great example. I mean, so, you know, VEDAS was definitely the key tool there, but it's also the idea of, you know, kind of using video just to get your face in front of people. It is super personal, you know, kind of like as we've explored here. So VEDAS definitely makes that easy, because you can definitely use VEDAS, you know, for those things that John was talking about, like the birthday greetings, follow-ups and stuff like that. You can also use VEDAS just to do your blog too. So, and then using those CTAs at the end to link out to more blog resources, maybe another real estate agent that wrote a really cool post and you guys have some, you know, kind of synchronicity going back and forth. So there's a lot of ways, you know, that you can novelly play around with it. But really the idea behind today's webinars, at least, is that, you know, having your face, you know, talking and moving a little bit, really kind of being able to show your personality, you know, to folks in that regard is really the most powerful thing about video content and also video blogging in general. So definitely
Chris,
something. Oh yeah, go ahead.
You don't mind me interjecting?
Sure.
It's one of the funniest challenges that we have found with VEDAS and getting people just to jump into video. And so I want to encourage. Looks like there's still 15 folks on the thing there. Encourage everybody is that one of the biggest challenges we found is that people don't like the way they look or sound on video.
Sure.
And my response to that is, so what? Because I always say, does that mean you're not going to call them? You're not going to go meet them face to face? Because if I'm meeting somebody face to face, they see my face and they hear my voice, right? So why are you worried about being on camera? The overwhelming majority of agents are not using video, and that sets me apart, and it will set you apart. So I just tell people,
absolutely,
don't worry about it. Just make the dang video. And it's very powerful when they do.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, and that kind of gets back to how we opened it. It's just you just got to get into it. So even if you're just using your smartphone on YouTube, or if you guys want to demo VEDAS and explore that a little bit, there are so many ways that you can incorporate it with your EasyAgentPro site. So yeah, we haven't had any questions. I think we're going to wrap up, though. We've gone a little bit longer than expected. I want to thank John so much for joining us today. Everybody on this webinar, you guys are going to receive an email with that little PDF that we were checking out before, and just some more information about VEDAS if you want to explore it as well.
One other thing, there is a link. There should be a link on there. Is there not? Well,
yeah,
I will include a link
in the chat right there too.
I'll send you all a link so you can send that out as well, where they can get a 15-day free trial of VEDAS.
Perfect. That's
so they can give it a shot. And if they have any questions, they're welcome to call me. I coach people on it all the time.
Sounds good.
Thank you for letting me be a part of this, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for hanging with us, guys. I think we've had a really great webinar today. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to everybody soon.
Have a blessed day.